Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. Total disaster. Oh my gosh, I am so upset. I had a beautiful video filmed for you just a minute ago. Went to move it onto my computer and it disappeared. Not on my camera, not on my... So, hi everyone. Welcome to the 12 months of Christmas. Today is second month of Christmas. Oh my gosh. And Merry Christmas. So in today's box, the first box, what I decided to put on there, because I had this made afterwards, is I put a 12-month Christmas Advent book. So that was what my first one was, and that's my book that I made, my Advent book. And today, being the second month of Christmas, now I hope I have this all... Okay, so my camera screwed up again here. So we're at the second month of Christmas, and for the second month of Christmas, we're going to be talking about the Christmas star and making one. Well, I'm not going to make it again because it was a long process and I don't want to screw up again. But I do have a video, and hopefully I'll remember to link it below, of when I did one. I believe it was in 2019. And I chattered through the whole thing, so forgive me for that, please. And I want to go through my beautiful Christmas star. Now I made this one out of a 3x3. And you can press this down, punch a hole in it, and you can hang them. And you can decorate them. You can add glitter to them. All kinds of things that would make them really, really pretty. You could actually do a banner with a bunch of them, maybe hanging across your window, and have them sparkle. Maybe I can give you a quick, if I can get that other piece of paper that I had. Here we are. Okay. All right. So I took a 12x12 piece of paper. You can use any kind you want. And I cut it into 6x6. Now this one isn't, I had cut a 3x3 out of the other half of that. So you can make 2 stars. You can make 2 stars out of a 12x12 because you're doubling up. So this is 6x6 and that is 6x6. So while I just do one to show you, we'll talk about the Star of Bethlehem, or the Christmas star. It appears in the nativity story of the Gospel of Matthew, where the wise men of the East are inspired by the star to travel to Jerusalem. We all know that story. Sorry, I'm just folding this in half. And this paper is a little stiff, so trying to get it perfect is not always easy. Oh, the trials and tribulations of doing videos. I brought out some of my Christmas stuff. Now, most of my Christmas stuff is down in the basement in our storage locker. And all I had was a few things up here. So I've lit a candle. This was a wax candle that I had made from a wine glass a couple of years ago. And a little Christmas tree. And of course my little gnome, my little winter gnome on his bench. I also made that as well. Once I'm done here, I'll explain what I'm doing. Now, let me see if I've got that. Yes, I do. Okay. Just checking my camera again. I don't want to do this again. So what's the story behind the Christmas star? Now, there was an explanation, one explanation. There's many, I suppose. The Christmas star was a supernova or a supernova. And the idea that the three wise men saw the supernova or explosion was hinted by a 17th century astronomer, Johannes Kepler, and has had many supporters since. However, there is no Western record of such an event. Now, to me, I don't know how you would know of a Western event. We had quite a bit of snow today. I didn't go out. Mom was totally mesmerized by all that snow. Okay, now I'll explain what I was doing here. So to make the star, we fold it in half. We fold it in half again. We fold it to the corners diagonally. And once we've done that, on the flat fold, not the diagonal fold, on the square fold, I've gone in 1.25 inches. For the 6-inch size paper, I got an 1.25 inches. For this 3x3, I went in 3/4 of an inch. And basically what I've done is kind of, for that one, I kind of measured how long that was and then divided it in half. This is not quite half. This is 3. Well, it's a 1/4 less than 1.5, because 1.5 is 3. Oh, I don't need to explain, I guess. Anyway, and now all I'm going to do is cut on the score line to the mark at the 1.25 that I did here. Now, the other interesting is just a few things I'm going to mention here. The Christmas star symbolizes the Star of David, which, according to the biblical story, guided 3 wise men, or 3 kings, to the baby Jesus. The star is also a heavenly sign of a prophecy fulfilled long ago that there was a shining hope for humanity. That was rather interesting. What I am really disappointed in, and I don't know how I missed it, and please let me know how many of you know about the Christmas star 2020. The Christmas star appears again. Jupiter and Saturn align in a great conjunction on the 21st of December 2020. Many are referring to it as the Christmas star. It's the closest two planets have appeared together in about 800 years and won't occur again until 2080, which means another 50 years. And that would make me, what, 120 or something, or 112, 120. I don't know. I don't think I will live to be 120, so I won't see that. But I am disappointed that I didn't see it. And I don't know if I have it here again. Anyway. So the other question was, as I was doing some research with the 25th of December and why it was, what I'm doing now is I'm just taking what I've cut and folding them into the diagonal fold, like so, to create as nice a point on each of these as I can. And with this paper being so hard, it is really hard to do. And if you have arthritis or anything, any problems with your fingers, with heavy cardstock, you're going to find this a little bit fiddly, a little bit difficult for your fingers. So I apologize for that. But you do your best. You do the best you can. And as I said, I'm just doing this one. I'm not doing both sides. I'm just doing it to show you how these stars are created. And like I said, I'm only doing this while I chat with you about the Christmas star and about Christmas being on the 25th and why it was chosen. So one of the questions was, of course, when was Jesus born? In order to figure out that Christmas Day being the 25th, everyone believes that Jesus was born on the 25th of December. So nobody really knows exactly when Jesus was born. Some scholars think that he was born between 6 BC and 4 BC. Now, you know that BC is before Christ. So I was always under the impression that 0 BC, 0, was the year he was born. So that, I don't know. No, that doesn't make sense either. Because if he was born at 0 BC, and he died when he was like 38, say, or 35, that would make it, because we start after death, right? The calendar sort of starts before Christ and after Christ, which is kind of hard to conceive. So that is how it looks when it's all put together. Now we have to do some gluing to form the star's points. So why December 25th? Why was it chosen? The Roman Christian historian Sextus Julius Africanus dated Jesus' conception to the 25th of March, the same date upon which he held that the world was created, which, after 9 months in the mother's womb, would result in a December 25th birth. So he says. So the first official mention of the 25th of December as a holiday honoring Jesus' birthday appears in early Roman calendar from 336 AD, after death. The celebration of Christmas spread throughout the Western world over the next several centuries, but many Christians continue to view the Epiphany and Easter as more important. So now I'm just going to glue this together while we chat. I had to use this Tombow glue because I needed something strong that would bond quickly. I tried to use my other glue here with the first one that I did, the first half, but it took forever to hold. And this one binds very quickly, which is what I like, except when you get it on your hands, it's a real nuisance. And believe me, I've got it on my hands often, and then it sticks like gum. So I'm just using this to kind of hold it together. So who declared the 25th as Jesus' birthday? And the answer I got was St. Julius I. In the late 330s AD, Pope Julius I declared December 25th, Christ born in Bethlehem in Judea. Originally, early Christians held Mass service for Christ, hence the name Christmas, Christ's Mass. But also debated the actual birth of Christ, which was never stated in the Bible, which I find rather unusual. But anyway, indeed, even the year was and still is debated. Many say that Jesus was born in another season, maybe even the month of September. Another theory is that Pope Julius saw the date coincided with winter solace and the Jewish Hanukkah, which were already times of celebration. So he figured, let the festivities begin. And that's, I guess, if you think about it, think of him sitting in his room or his office debating the whole celebration of Christ's birthday. At least I was thinking of that anyway. So the first recorded celebration of Christmas took place in 336 AD under the reign of the Roman Emperor Constantine, who slowly was converted to Christianity, with Pope Julius making it official around 350. Another suggestion is that March 25th was not only the date that Mary was told she would be having a sacred baby in 9 months, but also the date that Jesus died as an adult. Now that I found really interesting. So here we have it. So if we make another one and then just put them separately like this, put them opposites, we just add a little glue in each of these little corners, stick them together, and we get a Christmas star. It was in 529 AD, Christmas Day was declared an official holiday. Isn't that interesting? And that is my Christmas star and a little bit of research that I did on the Christmas star and Christmas being the 25th of December and how I'm celebrating 12 months of Christmas with a little craft, a little research, a little story about each of the 12 months. I hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of a little ramble, but I decided that the Christmas star required a little acknowledgement or whatever you want to call it. I just thought it was a wonderful thing to talk about and to enjoy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I am sorry it was a little bit of a mess. The other video was so good. I was so proud of it, and then for some reason it didn't copy over into my laptop. I definitely need to get a new laptop. It is so old. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me for the 12 months of Christmas. This is month 2, February 25th. Merry Christmas. And the Christmas star, a little story about the Christmas star and the birth of our Lord. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you again next month with another story and another craft for Christmas. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.